Baba, तीसरा दिन. My third day in India. You know, it has taken me a long time to come back, to look again. I'm on the banks of the river, Ganga. Ma would always tell me her story. How she's not just a river, but a goddess. How that mountain is not just a mountain, but a god. And how that tree is really not a tree, but God flowing as the tree. So many stories, so many songs. I wonder what Ma's India is, what I have lost, and what I'm to find again.
Attention please. 9323 Indore Bhopal Intercity Express is expected to depart at 6 hours.
So, all good things in life are expected. They may happen or they may not. That's a good sutra to remember, especially when you're attempting a dive into what is perhaps this world's oldest living religious thought.
अच्छा पीपल को
हम लोग विष्णु अवतार मानते हैं. हाँ, इनकी पूजा होती है. यहाँ तो हर चीज पत्थर में जब भगवान को मानते हैं तो पेड़ में तो भगवान मानते ही हैं, है कि नहीं?
Yes, the Hindu thought. Timeless really. 3,000, 5,000, who knows how many years old. And to top that, diverse. No single founder, no single book, no single right, no single wrong. Yes, it's a challenging landscape. But here they tell me the story is simple. No theory, only experience. One-on-one, direct.
परंतु माया 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 पैसा 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 माया के वो पुजारी आगे का कुछ फिक्र है इस घर से और आगे एक दूसरा भी घर है.
The word for Hindu philosophy is darshan. It means seeing, not just information, but transformation.
You're not good enough, you don't have enough, you're not tall enough, thin enough, rich enough, famous enough.
Okay, you are born into a good family, you have a good education, you get married, you climb the corporate ladder, you get to the top, you earn so many millions of dollars, fine. But is that one's life?
Baba, love affairs, ambitions, success, failure, happy, sad.
everything coming and going, appear and stay for some time and goes away.
The real is that which is present, eternally, has always been, will always be. The opposite is the unreal, constantly changing. In between is Maya, that which appears as real, eternal, but is always in flux. Something like a dream. When you're asleep, it's real. When you wake up, it's gone.
The beauty of Hinduism is its transcendental nature. There is a transcendence of the physical, even the dream, even the causal, to go beyond all three states of being. And this gift which India gives. It's a key. If you know how to use the key, it helps you in every situation. It helps you to realize that you are not stuck, that there is a way forward, or put it this way, there is a way beyond the normal situation. You are not condemned to repeat the same process over and over again.
A long time ago, perhaps it wasn't such a long time ago.
It was the 19th of August, 1975. It was a Wednesday. I arrived about 3:30 in the afternoon.
I was just going to ask you if you remember.
Christopher Quilke, an Australian miner, arrived in India.
Something deep inside of me said, I've come home. It was an actual physical vibration. And I looked down, and again it said, I've come home.
Sages in India speak of the entire existence as our home. Rivers, the mountains, the earth, the sky. For many that are thirsty, India is an invitation into a journey towards the universal home. Here they call it moksha.
It's not really a nation.
Not a nation. No, it's a bhumi. It's a holy bhumi. It's a holy place.
Now this is one of the wonders of India. No matter how much we think about it and intellectualize India, its philosophy and culture, we cannot comprehend it with our mind. It's something transcendental. And I think that is why Westerners are attracted here, because they cannot control it. It's beyond their powers of analysis, of intellect, and yet they know it's palpable, it's alive. This energy in India feeds people. It feeds their hearts, it feeds their minds, but with an energy which is transcendent. It's not something which you can identify specifically. It's just there.
If somebody comes to India, you come open with few concepts. And India has that lila, that beautiful game which will take you where you have to go, you will meet whomsoever you have to meet, and according to your aspirations, you will find that which you are ready for, nor more, nor less. India, for me, to be frank, India is a great mother.
Once upon a time in Spain, Francisco, 15 years of age, went to school. He was given a book to read, the Indian epic Bhagavad Gita, the celestial song.
For me, it was the first thing which I had read in this, my 15 years short life, which had meaning. I mean, real meaning.
He started practicing yoga, meditation. At the age of 20, some 40 years ago, he came to India and became Swami Satyananda, the one who discovers bliss in the eternal truth.
Gita was the key, yes. Some of the shlokas were speaking of Atma. This made a big impression on me. I will call that Purva Jamma Samskar. If I have to explain it, it is a samskar from Purva Jamma, from another life. And that put me in touch with that trend.
Na prahrishye priyam prapya no dvije prapya cha priyam stira buddhira sammudha brahma vid brahmani sthitah bahya sparshe svasaktatma vindatyatmani yat sukham Brahma yoga yuktatma sukhamakshayam ashnute.
Hindus have searched and searched deep, beyond dualities, beyond the transient, for the one, the eternal, the Supreme Self, the Absolute, Brahma, divine ground of all that is, Sat, Chit, Ananda. Truth, consciousness, bliss. दूल्हन ये परिवार सब नदी नाव संजोग उतरी परे जहाँ तहाँ चले सबे बाटू लोग. Baba, Hindus call religion a spiritual adventure. The adventure is long and often not easy. You see my friend Carlos, he's having a tough day.
Maya, of course, Maya. Yes, I'm working on it. Maya. This is Maya.
Our boatwala stopped for a chai. I mean, he really stopped. He forgot all about time or about poor Carlos, who's getting very late.
I love India. I guess it's a bit of a love-hate relationship. You know, the things that makes you love it is the things that annoy you. You know, that flexibility that anything can happen, everything is fluid, approximative. But sometimes when you need to get somewhere, that's where you get, you know, it's the hard part.
Time here works. Did I just say works?
यहाँ तो हर आदमी अपना अपना पाठ करने आया है. जैसे कोई राजा का पाठ कर रहा है, कोई पंडा का कर रहा है, कोई पुजारी का कर रहा है, कोई भिखारी का कर रहा है, कोई कबाड़ी का कर रहा है. हर आदमी अपना अपना पाठ कर रहा है. जिस काम में, जिस धाम में या जिस नाम में रहो, श्री राधा रमण, राधा रमण, राधा रमण को.
The Hindu tradition is of many lives, many philosophies, many cultures, subcultures, and many more. Gods, 33 million.
It's an immense ocean.
Some of the popular gods with many stories include the preserver, Vishnu, his 10 incarnations, including the noble Ram, and the multidimensional Krishna, the destroyer Shiva with his multiple forms as a cosmic dancer, a renunciate, a lover. And there is also the mother goddess Shakti with her numerous forms. You see, Hinduism has no one founder, no one book, no one practice, and some would say not even one name.
The name Hindu came when the Persians came this way, from this side of India, Bharat. The people who lived on the other side of the Indus river, the Sindhu river, what we call Hindus. And then with the Muslims and the English, that the word Hindu started to be connected with the religious tradition or the spiritual tradition of the people living in that area. But the real name of Hinduism is Sanatana Dharma. In the olden texts, we don't see the word Hindu. Sanatana Dharma means the eternal Dharma. It's not founded by anybody. It does not depend on any book or particular teaching. It's part of the cosmos. It's understanding the rhythm, understanding the rhythm of the cosmos. That is Hindu Dharma. Being in tune, being in harmony with that rhythm.
A Hindu can go to a temple to pray. Another can just laugh at all the rituals and say, "Jaite kare so puja."
With hundreds and thousands of different approaches, because Hindu Dharma accepts the multiplicity and the variety in nature. In nature, do we look at these trees? Not one is the same as the other one. So all human beings, we have all different potentialities. And that great mother, which is Hindu Dharma, gives us different ways of approach to each one of us. Normally religion has a book, a teaching, and one way. That is not there for Hindu Dharma. That's why sometimes Westerners have difficulty in understanding Hinduism, because things are like this in one place and the other way around in the other place, and then there is something completely different. They say, well, then what? This plus that plus many more. The possibilities are infinite. That's the beauty of Hinduism.
The greatness of India is that it has maintained a continuous flow from ancient times of a consciousness which we today cannot quite fathom. To give you an idea, the Vedas, which were created 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 years ago, are still alive today. This is quite remarkable, that there is a living force, a vibration, which nourishes, which feeds the Indian psyche.
Baba, this is the 21st century. Now the Vedas were created thousands of years even before Christ. Some say 3000 BC. And here Christopher was saying that Vedas still live within the Indian psyche. I looked within, and then I remembered a song I have heard since I was a child. Lead me from untruth to truth, from darkness to light, from death to immortality.
What's the greatest gift that India has given to the world?
The Veda. I know it sounds crazy, but it's the Veda, you know, it's all in the Veda, the Rig Veda and the Sama Veda, and how creation comes, the reverberation of sound. You know, we come from a world of nothingness, and yet this looks all surreal. And there's a whole mechanism of how it happens, and it's explained in the Veda.
The Egyptians have the pyramids, the Greeks have the Parthenon, China has the Great Wall of China, whereas India has the Vedas. So it's not made in stone, and this is the difference between India and other civilizations. The Indian heritage is based on sound. It's not based on stone. So you cannot pinpoint it as such. And this sound permeates the whole of India, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. It influences, you could say, it is part of what India is. India would be nothing without this mesh. You could call it a mesh. It's a subtle mesh understanding.
Mangalam, Mudaka Mangalam, Udaka Mangalam, Agni Mangalam, Agni Mangalam, Vayu Mangalam, Vayu Mangalam, Gagana Mangalam, Gagana Mangalam, Surya Mangalam, Surya Mangalam, Chandra Mangalam, Chandra Mangalam, Jagata Mangalam, Jagata Mangalam, Jiva Mangalam, Jiva Mangalam, Deha Mangalam, Deha Mangalam, Mano Mangalam, Mano Mangalam, Atma Mangalam, Sarva Mangalam, Bhavatu Bhavatu Bhavatu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
I'm at the Mahakumbh, the world's largest gathering of people. A pilgrimage that happens every 12 years since God knows how many years. Hindus from all over are here celebrating Sangam, the merger of India's 3 sacred rivers. Ganga and Yamuna, present in their physical form. But the third, Saraswati.
सरस्वती माता गुप्त नदी वो नहीं दिखती, वो अंतरवाणी है, नहीं दिखती। जैसे घर में माता बहन लोग 3 चोटी बनाती हैं, घर में बांधती हैं, उसको कंप्लीट करने के बाद 2 दिखती है, उसी तरह ये भी रहती है। रहती 3 है, दिखती 2 है कंप्लीट होने के बाद। बस इतना ही।
Sometimes I feel India is also like Saraswati, essentially present. I realize the base of the Hindu pyramid may be many, but its apex is one. Weaving together the many to the one are 2 ancient threads that run across India. One braids in the sacred with the mundane. Like money is not just money, it is Goddess Lakshmi. A stone is not just a stone, it is Lord Shiva.
Namaskar.
And a greeting is not just a greeting, it is bowing to the divine in you. Everything here is a doorway to the divine. And the other thread? It constantly directs the inner compass towards transcendence, looking beyond this world of name and form, for the one, the nameless, the formless, the absolute.
Akanksha is a name. It's a girl, young lady, you know. But you are not just that. You have become Akanksha because time, the river of life has run like that. But go to the source of the river, you will find you are everything. You are limitless. Bhuma means infinite. Alpa, the human mind is Alpa, human intellect. But yourself is Bhuma, the limitless. He says, Alpe Sukham Nasti, there is no joy in the limited, in the complete, the perfect, the whole, the infinite. Alone is joy.
KVS. I met him under an old banyan tree. A wanderer, a seeker, an inquirer in the inner laboratory.
I think, therefore I am, Descartes said, the French philosopher. Cogito ergo sum. I think, here I am, therefore I don't think.
I'm sitting in a dark room in the mountains, staring out at the tree. I know there's more to the scene than just the tree. But my vision is limited. I can see not the sky, not the birds or the squirrels, nor the mountain. This confined, limited vision, the Hindus call the mind. This barrier that separates the dance of my breath from that of the tree is what they call the ego, ahankar.
I remember Jung, Carl Gustav Jung, you have heard? He wrote, I don't know of any people in the world, in human history, who have such clear idea that ego is the false identity and self is the true identity, like the ancient Indians. This you can call its highest tribute to Hinduism.
The windows of my mind. Nation, gender, age, class, caste, relations, yes, even religion. step out and look. Dhyana. A state of being contentless, windowless, out under the open sky.
There must be something outside of this little yearning and spending. And being at the mercy of people. Somebody says good, you are happy. Bad, you are unhappy. You are mortgaging your happiness to people who are unawakened. So you should find out if there is a happiness which is independent of what others think about you or tell about you, which is there all solidly with you.
Baba, happiness comes easy in the mornings. So do stories. It was some 100 years ago. A bird lived in the forest. One day a man accidentally shot her. But here, life moves in circles. Soon the bird was born in his house as his daughter, my Amma. For the Hindus, Atma, the soul, is movement. From one species to other, from one body to another. So I could have been a rock, a tree, a bird, a monkey, before I became me. Sansar. In this beginningless, endless cycle of birth, rebirth, we are all related. Life is a vast drama. On the stage, there is good, there is evil, there is joy, there is tragedy. But watching it all, beyond it all, is the unborn, undying, untouched Atma. Here they say it's on a pilgrimage to eternity, moksha.
वो भी नहीं पता कब पैदा हुए, जन्मदिन भी नहीं पता कब जन्मदिन है।
माँ बाप को नहीं याद?
नहीं, माँ बाप को याद तो भी करेगा, नहीं पूछते नहीं है, पूछने में अच्छा नहीं लगता।
वो पिक्चर कौन सी है मैडम, जब हम मरने को हैं और आखिरी सोच है, आखिरी सांसें चल रही है हमारी, वो पिक्चर कौन सी होती है?
Kashi is known as Moksha Dham, the bestower of immortality. Paradoxically, in its very heart throbs death. I'm at the Manikarnika Ghat, Mahashamshan, the great cremation ground. Hindus from all over bring their loved ones' bodies here for the last rites. On the banks of Ganga, for who knows how long, this scene has been going on and on. Thousands have come, watched, departed. Thousands will come, watch, depart. Some perhaps may realize that sooner or later we will all be one of the many characters on the scene.
हम जानते हैं आपको, ठीक है, आप मर गए, मरेंगे नहीं लेकिन मर गए, मान लीजिए आप मर गए, तो हम लोग जितने दोस्त हैं, लोकल दोस्त हैं, हम लोग सबको पैसा मिला के यहाँ जला देते हैं, ठीक है, इसी को कर्मा बोलते हैं, इसी को कर्मा बोलते हैं। अब वो नसीब वाले रहते हैं कि ये सब करते हैं।
देहिनो अस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारम यौवनम जरा तथा देहांतर प्राप्तिर धीरः तत्र न मुह्यति. Body is like a clay pot. One breaks, another is created. The untouched Atma moves from the old to the new. But it carries with it residues of actions, of desires, of ignorance that prevent its union with the whole. Hindus say each lifetime is an opportunity to realize the true nature of our beings, one with the eternal, Sat, Chit, Anand.
ये तो बता रहे जब ये गुड़िया मरेगी, गाय कब मर भी दो, गाय मर अच्छा है, जब ये मरेंगी माता जी तो इनको हम लोग जलाएंगे। के जलाई तो के हम जलाई ना,
Dai is very popular with the gully boys. They love teasing and she loves being teased. The setting is the building to your left. Yes, brownish black, covered with soot and ashes.
ऐसे बहुत लोग आते हैं?
The fundamental myth of Kashi is moksha. Many come here believing it will end the recurrent cycle of suffering and pain that is sansar.
The leaf falls, the tree stands. The tree falls, the grove stands. The grove is finished, the forest remains. We are a forest. And we think we are a leaf, we are afraid of turning yellow, losing our green and falling. Finished.
मरो वे जोगी मरो, मरण है मीठा, तिस मरणी मरो, जिस मरणी गोरख मरे दीठा.
त्र्यंबकं यजामहे.
The death of the body alone is not the real death. The sweet death that the saints speak of is the death of the ego, of time, of dualities, of the small prison called I.
Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanam Mrityormukshya Mamritat.
Amritasya putraha, children of the immortal. The art of dying is the art of attaining absolute life. Baba, India, elates, melts, terrifies, shocks, teases my entire being. Her offering is like fire, constantly moving upwards, purifying the real from the unreal. In thousands of ways, she cajoles. Choose what you like. Meditation, prayer, dancing, singing, chanting, what you like. But choose. When the universal is our home, our birthright, why remain confined to being just human? I'm in Rishikesh, the yoga meditation capital of the world. People from around 30 countries are here.
What brings you here?
Spiritual teachings and knowledge.
Right.
Happiness.
Some are looking for a good body, some for a clean heart, some for happiness, others for growth.
People where we live and everywhere that I go are craving to reconnect with nature, to reconnect with natural rhythms, to reconnect with earth, water, fire, air, and space. And in every way, India holds the treasure, holds the solution for this. People are hungry for what India has to offer.
We have so many things. I come from America. We have everything. Everything we need, every material thing, and yet most Americans aren't happy. Because they've lost this Vedic wisdom that tells us to be happy with yourself and not with externalized possession.
I've seen very few moneyed people enjoy things which are dirt-free.
Like?
The birds, the worm on the leaf, the butterflies of different colors, the monkeys jumping from tree to tree, the young ones clinging to the mother.
Enormous banyan tree from a tiny seed. Sunshine through the leaves. The river of life dancing past the rocks. The path of least resistance.
Imagine, even the Vedas told us, and they come from thousands and thousands of years ago, before modern telecommunications, before Facebook and the internet and television and telephones and Googling and text messaging. And they told us back then that we need to still the mind.
Here is Bhavaram sharing with me his river of life. Once known as Brad Willis, Bhavaram was a successful war correspondent.
This is what it sounded like.
Covering some of the most momentous events of our times, Persian Gulf War included. But as always, life had its own plans. Bhava had an accident. He broke his back, was declared permanently disabled. Later, he was diagnosed with stage 4 of a rare and typically fatal throat cancer. Doctors gave him 2 years max.
Terminal stage 4 cancer from my coverage in the Persian Gulf War and told I wouldn't live for 2 years. And I was literally on my deathbed when I left Western medicine and ultimately found my way to yoga, Ayurveda, and Vedic wisdom, to a complete new approach to life. And that ultimately healed me.
Here the word for health is swasthya. Swa, ast. Centered in the eternal self.
We have become so used to conflict, chaos. Chaos, this film called Samsara is full of chaos, inevitably, because it's based on the wrong premise. Right?
Yoga, union. No matter how broken, diseased, or lost we are, our umbilical cord to the eternal continues throbbing within. They say it is simply a question of remembering, reconnecting. Every moment is
a possibility. Most of the time we're blind, so we have to wake up. Every moment is a possibility to understand that the immanent is also transcendental.
Body is a reflection of nature. On the surface, many waves. Childhood, youth, old age, disease, healing. Yet something deep within remains constant, unchanging, watching. Sakshi, the witness.
The witness is the self. It doesn't participate, it only observes. The mind participates. It creates the drama of life, it participates in it, suffers. The Upanishadic mantra beautifully explains it. 2 birds sat on the same branch. Dosuparna samanam vriksham parishatvajata.
One of them was eating the pipala fruit. The other not eating, just observes. Eating, consuming, identifying with the whirl of changes on the periphery. Love, hate, success, failure, happy, sad. At the center, unchanging, eternal, the watcher, Sakshi.
Tayoranya anashram abhichakashiti.
Baba, we are all wanderers here, trying this way and that, sometimes through love, other times through money, power, to become more, a little bigger.
In alpha, in limitation, we don't feel complete. We feel complete only in infinitude.
But each time, the big becomes small. The horizon keeps shifting. We remain thirsty. Here in India, they say, big, more, that's not our destiny. Bhuma, infinite, that is our birthright.
India has to be the lighthouse for the world in that sense, you know. It's actually India who has to stand against the current of the world and show, you know, this is your treasure. It's not in the material world. It's in the non-material that you excel.
Through different people, different songs, I hear India giving that one single call.
Is it like a connection that you feel with something that is ever present, universal?
Yes, it's a totality. It is a sense that everything is complete as it is. Even if it's imperfect, it's fine. Yeah, it's okay.
Is that what could be meant by moksha also?
Maybe, yeah.
I know, Baba. My wandering has just begun.